Storr Tractor has a unique situation here. We've got approximately 5 volunteer firefighters that belong to at least 3 different fire companies throughout the state. So that's something that you don't see a lot of. We just happen to be extremely fortunate that we're able to employ as many first responders in one business as we have. First responder, basically the first people on scene.
First responder to me is the person that gets up in the middle of the night.
When you say first responder, anybody who steps up to the call when needed.
It's interesting, I got involved with a friend of mine, and for years he was trying to get me to join, and just like everybody else, it's like, oh, you know, I don't have the time. And then 9/11 happened, and after 9/11, with all the things that were going on in the world, I decided I wanted to give back to the community.
Been with the fire department for about 7 years now. My brother and sister were both members before me, and I would listen to my siblings and my friends talk about it, and I thought, you know, that sounds awesome. Sounds like a great way to give back. That got me to join, and been a decision that I've been happy with ever since.
I'm the kind of guy who likes to help people. My neighbor was a firefighter, and he said, come on down, see what we do, and I've kind of been hooked ever since.
Started out at 16, riding the back of a fire truck for carnival rides. At 18 I joined, and here we are 45 years later, still doing the same thing. Juggling life becomes a little interesting at times. Work is rather demanding. Being a service manager here, very fortunate to have a good group of people that work with me as well, and it's just a balancing act of what we can do.
My position at Storr Tractor is Director of Operations. Most fires aren't very timely. As chief of the fire company, you've got to be accessible probably 24/7. Ownership here, understanding that, they give me a very broad spectrum to deal with emergencies in Holland Township while I'm here dealing with our everyday activities here at Storr Tractor.
It's a juggling act just like anything else, even here at work. You know, you have lots of responsibilities, time management, a supportive family. That's key. Fortunately, my wife is now the treasurer of the fire company, and my son is also a firefighter too. So it's a family affair now.
We get calls at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're there all night. Go home, take a quick shower, get a mega dose of coffee, and to work we come. So it's almost like a 2-job responsibility. We do a lot more than just put out fires. We are on the Delaware River, so we do some river rescues as well as swift water rescues.
We had a pretty serious one. It was in December, where we really had to get, their car was swept off the road, and we had to get in there and get that guy out of his car. You know, no electronics, no communication, break the window, pull him out, and get him to safety. That was our 3rd, 4th water rescue that day, so it was, you know, it's becoming really common.
I was in at 9/11 for 2 days. Actually recovered a girl there. It was at one of the towers that had come down. I was actually standing on her in the pile. I didn't even know what I was standing on at the time. I was just trying to get my footing, and I scraped away, and I actually found her body. And later got to learn who her name was, and kind of spooky because we had a Time Life book, and I opened up the first page, and there was her picture.
I'm one who has a strong sense of community, and it's kind of what got me into it. Once you get involved with it, you actually feel like you're truly part of the community. You really feel you're part of it, and it's one of the things that keeps me there.
Being a member of the fire department is a great way to give back to my community. It's something that I enjoy doing and I feel is really worth my time, which is I think it's a lot better way to give back than to be forced to do something for a couple hours to try and donate your time at a charity or whatever it is. This is a good way to proactively help out, and it really makes you feel good.
I guess giving back to me has never really been a second thought. Something I enjoy, something that I benefit from, I think. I get the thrill of the kids when we do a Santa run, or people waving to you as you're either going to or coming back from a call. That's the reward I get out of it.
When you roll up on a fire scene, whether it's an alarm activation, whether it's a carbon monoxide alarm, or whether the person's house is on fire, the look in their faces when you show up on scene and afterwards, whether it's a false alarm or whether you ended up putting the fire out, the appreciation and the gratitude from the residents makes it all worthwhile.
I'm the first lieutenant from Montgomery Township Fire Department, number 1, Station 45.
Holland Township Volunteer Fire Company. I am the deputy chief.
Fire Company is Chester Volunteer Fire Company. I am an ex-chief, ex-president, and currently on the board of directors.
Fire company's name is the Holland Township Volunteer Fire Company. I'm chief of that fire company.